Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rozaidi. Okay, this is the second assignment of System Analysis and Design. And my other team member is Abdul Halim bin Jamaluddin, Yana Fasila binti Turah, and Izzah Hatirah binti Muhammad Sima Al-Islam. And this will be content of the slide. Okay, for the introduction, the new proposed system is the revised version of the previous system. The weaknesses of the previous system were, number one is no online payment system was provided, and the second one is some of the user interface is not user friendly. Okay, this will be the proposed system. Name is Sierra Bravo Hotel Online Reservation System. The feature of the new system will be online payment along with the reservation, and the user-friendly interface, automatically calculate the rate of the room, and improve the security. Next slide, I'll pass to Izzah Hatirah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Izzah Hatirah or Zahra. So I will be explaining about the context diagram of the data flow diagram. As you can see here, there are four external entities for our DFD, which is the bank, staff, database, and customer. First, I will be explaining the data flow that occur for external entities bank. So as you can see, the bank will give the credit card numbers to the process, and the process will give back the customer credit card number to the bank. Secondly, I will explain about the external entities staff. So first, the staff will give the receive rejected notice, the receive receipt, and also the confirm reservation details back to the process, while the process will give the confirm reservation, payment receipt, and the rejected notice back to the staff. Third, I will explain about the data flows of the external entities customer. So the customer will give their customer details, the reservation details, and also the credit card back to the process, while the process will give the reservation invoice, reservation notice, and also the rejection notice back to the customer. And lastly, I will be explaining about the flow of the system that happened for external entities database. So the database will give the reservation confirmation back to the process, while the process will give the reservation information and also the customer information back to the database. Next, I will pass this slide to Yana Fasila.
Okay, thank you, Zahra. This is Yana Fasila. I will explaining on the diagram 0 of our DFD. So process 1 and process 2 occurs at the same time. It is from the customer. The customer will give his or her customer detail as well as the reservation detail towards the system. The database will later receive both of them, and from the database, it will be an output named as reservation confirmation, and from there a process will occur, namely it will send the reservation confirmation towards the staff. The staff will receive the confirmed reservation and forward it to process number 4, which is creating the invoice. After the invoice has been created, it will come back to the customer, and customer will then give his or her credit card, which is accepted in process number 5, get credit card number, and output as the credit card number. So the credit card number will be received by the bank, and they will validate the credit card. And here is where we have two scenarios. One, if the credit card is valid, and the other one is when the credit card is invalid. So I'll first explain if the credit card is valid. So when the credit card is valid, the system will get the credit card details, and then from there it will produce the receipt. The receipt will, the output is payment receipt, which will be received by the staff. And from the staff, it will copy the receipt and create reservation notice, and later on the notice will be sent to the customer. This is to say that the reservation is already confirmed. Now, second scenario starts from process 11 when, not when, sorry. This is when the credit card is invalid. So from process number 11, the credit card was rejected. So it will produce a rejected payment and a rejected payment notice, and the notice will later on will be given to the staff. So the staff will receive the rejected notice and it will copy the rejected notice, create rejection notice for the customer, and customer will receive the rejected notice saying that his or her reservation was unsuccessful. So that is about diagram 0. Next, I will explaining on the lower level diagram. I've chosen process number 4, which is create invoice. So from the external entity, which is the staff, it will give confirm reservation detail to it, the process, which is create invoice. So here I have 6 internal processes. First is get customer detail, and then get staying days, get type of room, calculate the total payment of the room and the staying days. And then after that, after the total payment has been calculated, it will compute invoice, and the computed invoice will be stored in the data store named as invoices, and from there the invoice will be mailed to the customer. So that is the whole process of process number 4. Next lower level diagram is process number 8, which is the produce receipt. So I have 4 internal processes. First, the process will get the credit card details, and then it will get the balance, and then after that get the total payment, and after the total payment has been gained, it will conduct the balance from the credit card. So meaning to say credit card minus the total that he or she need to pay, and after that the system will create the receipt, and this receipt will be stored in the data store receipts, and after that it will be output as payment receipt. So that is all from me. Next, I will proceed to Halim on the user interfaces. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Abdul Halim. On this slide, I will explain to you about the user manual of the proposed system. Firstly, in order to understand more on the proposed system, here are some pictures on the actual proposed interface and a step-by-step manual on how to use it. Firstly, to get to the home page of the website, you have to key in the address, which is www.sierrabravohotel.com. After that, you will be directed into this homepage of the hotel. This is how the homepage looks like. On the homepage, it displays the hotel's company logo, the social media icon links, navigation tabs, and promotion news. And then to reserve a room, the user needs to click on the Rooms tab at the top, and then this pop-up message will appear, which will ask to select the arrival date and the departure date. And then the user will just click on the Check Availability button to continue on to the next page. After that, the user will be redirected into this new page where the rooms will be shown together with their pictures. And then the customer just needs to select the number of rooms needed by clicking the pull down button and then click on continue. If the user wants to check on other rooms, they will just need to click the next page button. After that, the user will need to fill in a short form. This data will be used later for a reference form and receipt to ease the customer when checking into the hotel, then proceed by clicking on the continue button. Then the summary of the chosen room and price will be shown, and if the customer decides to proceed with the payment, then they will just need to fill in their card details and click pay and book now. The summary will be emailed to the customer when they finish the transaction. And then when the user finish paying the bill, this pop-up message will appear, and for the ease of checking into the hotel, this will be emailed together with the booking summary, and it is also as a proof that the customer already paid. And then they will notify if there is an error in the card details, especially the card numbers and expire date. The customer will just need to re-enter the correct detail in order to proceed with the transaction.
Hello, it's me again, Izahatira. So I will be talking about the conclusion of our overall system. From what is shown in the user manual before, it is clear that this system is much better than the previous system. It is mainly because of its simplicity in terms of the forms, which is short and easy. Despite of the simplicity, it provides enough information on the rooms such as pictures and pricing. The flow of the system is also in sequence with the contents. Overall, this system is suitable to be used with even non-IT illiterate people. Thank you for your time, and that's all from us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.